Now we are starting question number 4, A part, where in the figure we have parallel lines A and S. It is given by question. A is parallel to S. What we have to find? We have to find the value of x. As we can see easily that 2x plus 30 and 30, they all are forming by one common arm. This one is 30 and this is 2x plus 30. So they are forming linear pair angles, so their sum should be 180. So I will write the same lines for the solution. 30 degree plus 2x plus 30 degree is equals to 180 degree, sum of linear pair angles. Now I will add 30 and 30, so it will give me 60 and 180 degree. Now I will transfer 60 towards 180, so it is 180 degree minus 60 degree. Hence I will be having 2x is equals to 120 degree and 2 into x, so 2 will go towards 120 in division, so it will give me 60 degree. So the value of x is equals to 60 degree. That's it. Now we will go towards our next question, which is about the lines. We have to check that line A and B are parallel. If it is line A and B, so these lines should be parallel if their sum of co-interior angle is equals to 180 degree. So to prove that line A is parallel to line B, we will check that their co-interior angle. What are the co-interior angles? Co-interior angles are angles, those are inside the figure and the same side of the transversal line. So they are forming C or U. So you can see two lines are parallel and one transversal line. So we are having C, U or whatever you can observe. So these angles, those are forming C or U, they will known as co-interior angle. But we don't know what is the value of angle A, which is as an interior angle. We don't know, but we can compare angle 1 and angle A are equal because they are forming cross. Those angles are forming cross, they are equal. If it is angle A and it is angle 1, that is 140. So what is the value of angle A? It should be 140. Reason? Vertically opposite angle. So I am writing this concept here. Angle A is equals to angle 1. These are vertically opposite angle. And in place of angle 1, I will write angle 1 is equals to 140. I will write 140. So what is the value of angle A? Now I know it is 140. If angle A means 140 and angle 2 means 40, let's see what is the addition of these two angles. Lines A and line B will be parallel if angle A plus angle 2 is equals to 180 by using co-interior angle sum. Now what is angle A? It is 140 and in place of angle 2 I will write 40 degree. Now my left hand and right hand side both are having same answer, hence we can say LHS is equals to RHS, means we can say line A is parallel to line B. That's it. Next, in our next question, we are having another two parallel lines, but no measurement is given over there. It is mentioned in question. CD and EF are this symbol for parallel lines, means CD parallel to EF and M stands for measure. What is the measure of angle G? G is in between D and H. Where is G? It is not given, so DGH. Let me check from your book. It is given over there G and here it is H. Okay, DGH, DGH. So this angle is given to us. What is it? 3x minus 23, 3x minus 23, and FHB. H is in between F and B. So FHB, and this is the angle which has 4x minus 50. Now we can see these are parallel lines. This one is a transversal line. Here we have angle 3x minus 23 and here we have 4x minus 50. They all are forming F, alphabet F they are forming, F for forest. So these are known as correspondence angle and their measure should be equal. So I will use this concept to solve this. I will write angle DGH should be equal to FHB. Reason, corresponding angle. So what is the measure of DGH? According to question, it is 3x minus 23 degree and here 4x minus 50 degree. Now we have one axe here in the left hand and another in right hand side. We will put them together because variable can be handled together and the constant value will go to the other side by changing their sign. So I will bring 4x and 3x together. So I will shift 3x towards 4 because 4 is a bigger value. So answer will be in positive. So I will write 4x here and 50 towards here. So it will look like 50 minus 23 and 4x minus 3x. Which number is changing its sign? 50, which was earlier with the minus sign, now it is having positive sign. In starting we never show the universal sign, plus sign we will never show, and 4x was positive and 3x was also positive, but after changing this side 3x is converted into a negative number. So answer is 1x, and here what is the subtraction? 10 minus 3 7, 4 minus 2 is 2. So we can write x is equals to 27 degree, and this was a missing value which we have to find out. Now in question number 6b part, we have a figure such that we have PQ parallel to RS, PQ parallel to RS, here S is given, and RS is also parallel to TQ. Here you can understand that this PQ is directly parallel to TU. By the figure you can see TU parallel to RS. If you will remove RS, this PQ will parallel to TU. Now what we have to find? X, Y and Z. So we have to find angle Z and angle Y and angle X. Which angle we can find out by using simple concept? Angle Z and angle 100, you can see. Here is the parallel lines, transversal line is cutting them and they are forming Z. So it is using alternate interior angle concept. So we will write 100 is equals to angle Z because these are forming alternate interior angle. So I am going to write angle Z is equals to 100, reason alternate interior angle. Now if it is 100, it is written 100 over there. Let me write clearly 100. Now I am knowing about two angles 100 and 120. If we are going to find out the angles, those are around the point, they all make 360 degrees. Sum of all angles, complete angle is 360 degree. So out of them I know 100 and 120. For remaining angle X, which is X, I will add all three angles and I am putting them in equal to 360. Complete angle sum is 360. So we can write angle Z plus 120 plus angle X is equals to 360 degree. Complete angles is 360 degree and angle Z is 100, 120 degree and X is equals to 360 degree. So what is the sum of these two angles? Is 220. X is equals to 360 minus 220 degree. So what is the subtraction, children? Here we are having 140 degree. So the angle which is known as remaining angle X or angle S, so it will be 140 degree. Now if you will add all the angles again, they will become 360 degree. It's turned about angle Y. What is angle Y? Angle Y and angle S. Which part of the angle X? Which is inside the transversal line. Here and here angle Y. They are forming C. Angles those are forming C known as co-interior, and their sum will be 180 if these are forming by parallel lines. So what we are going to write? Angle Y plus, now angle Y and 120 is equals to 180 degree, co-interior angles. Angle Y will remain here and angle 180 and 120 will subtract, and angle Y is equals to 60 degree. Here we have taken out all the missing values.